Hello everyone and welcome to an unexpected video. I've come down to my local vaccination centre for COVID and flu jabs. I'm on the list of clinically extremely vulnerable due to issues with me which I'm not going to disclose on camera as of yet. And there's a problem with the car because I've come down here, had my jabs all done, gone to leave, and the car is not starting. The battery has just died. I can feel a set of non-YouTube friendly words spooling up within my inner being. However, I shall not say them, despite how I'm feeling. Also, there's a spraying train cleaning the tracks up there. Today has not gone well. The cavalry's here. Just pushed the Fiat up from where that big Honda SUV is, over to here to try and jump it. Good morning. It is now the next day, and you can tell by my appropriate attire that it is Halloween. And this is not a job I was supposed to be doing on Halloween, and you may be wondering why in a Fiat focused video we are looking at the Renault and underneath the bonnet and the battery. And that is because, unlike last time when we had a problem with this one's battery, this car wasn't needed as such. And I guess you could say the same for this week. However, the Fiat has got its MOT booked for a couple of days' time. And between now and then, I don't have time to go out and get another battery. So what I'm going to do, quite simply, is use the battery from the Renault and just simply put that into the Fiat, because it'll just do until I can get another one when I have the time, basically. There we go. It's no longer live. It's been a while since I've done this on this car. It's not the best design system, however it does work, it's very functional. Despite having all this room in the world down here, you haven't got a huge amount of room to play around with the battery up here. There we go. Battery free. A little bit wet under there, not too bad though. Right, and that's it. Put it all back together. That down there. That back. And there we go. Quite a quick, easy release on this one. Whereas this is going to need a spanner, probably 8mm. As there isn't room to get a socket into this, what I'm going to have to do is use a good old-fashioned spanner. I've got an 8mm one here. It might not be right, as I've never changed the battery ones before. I don't know. It isn't right, so we're going to go up to a 10mm. 10mm it is. Battery free. Hopefully. Put that there. Right, let's take this out. There we go. Big old battery space. So this is the battery we've got out of the Renault. You'll see me installing this in a previous video, linked somewhere up in the top of the screen. And this is the battery from the Fiat. It looks to be the original actually, because it still says Fiat on it. A few little Fiat branding things, so If it is, it's lasted 12 years, 13 years roughly. So it's done a pretty good job actually. I'm not too upset that it's decided to give up the ghost at this point. Although it was still quite annoying yesterday. Perfect. And then with this one, clamp it in. Question is, how do you tighten this up? I've never done this before, so I genuinely don't know. Can you tighten it up? That is the question. Oh well, I'll have to go on like that for a bit. Try and work out a different way of doing it, I suppose. So the battery is a little bit shallower than the previous one that was in here. And unfortunately the strap that comes with it to hold the battery in place to stop it moving around too much, that is a bit too long and there's not really any way of adjusting it. But it's not like the battery is going to go anywhere because it's pushed as far back as possible, and this little clamp down here, once it's all tightened up, will hold it in place rather nicely. It won't move around at all with that. But just as a bit of added and extra security, we've shoved the strap through the grab handle for this so that if anything on here does fail, not that I think it will, but if it does, you've got that bit of added security just there. Let's tighten it up, and then the next thing to do would be to give the Fiat a try, see if it starts all nice and happily again. It should do. It did yesterday with a little bit of help from the Dacia Sandero that my mum owns, as you will have seen earlier in this video. There we go. That's not going anywhere. That's moving with the battery tray. Excellent. Well, Pogo starts happily. That beep just tells me I need to check the engine, which will be just because everything's reset, so I just need to plug an OBD reader in and that should reset it. Perfect. Oh look, there's my batteries. That's for the Halo. OBD reader. Cheapy one off of eBay. Plug it in. Let's see what it says. Linking to the vehicle. It's always a good idea to have stuff like this around, isn't it? Verify the ignition is on. That would help. There you go, my mistake. Not done this for a little while. Codes found. Read the codes and see what it says. Power relay control circuit open. Okay. Erase. Yes. Okay. And then if we start it up, I have to move the wheel or take it out. Perfect. And the only thing it's saying on the dashboard now is the right front door is open, and that's because it's open because of the camera. Excellent. Need to reset the time and everything else and the date, but mileage is still correct. Temperature, yep, all fine. We are good to go once again. Hee hee. Happy times.